everybody. It's actually an early day for me this Saturday morning. Got up around 7. I've already been doing some cleaning. Been to the pet store. Got some new plants for the fish tank over there. And some filters. So today is going to be a big day. Big decisions I have to make. In the words of Bob Ross. Got to make a big decision here. And this is it. I need to get you in here. That's right. It's paint day. This car is going to get paint. And I'm really, really scared. But first I have to make a big decision. I've never sprayed this MCW. Then again, I've never sprayed Createx either. But like I said, I don't think I bought the right colors for a GM car. It was hard for me to see the little tiny picture of the car and remember which color went with what cars. So, but I do know they're both 69-year colors. They're both 69. This one is Blue Fire Metallic. It looks different in the picture because if it looked like that, I would spray it. But then again, that one looks nice too. This one looks to me more like on the turquoise side. It's got, I don't know. It just doesn't, I don't like it. This one, the Jamaica Blue Metallic, does look pretty nice. It looks like it's got a darker hue to it. It looks more like a blue that's more on the black side, I would say. It's a real dark blue. It's not a true blue. I love the way this thing looks. Obviously, it's probably not correct for the if you're building an accurate stock version, which I'm not. Technically I am, but it doesn't matter to me. So I might go with this one just for the fact that I have no experience mixing this yet, and if I'm gonna screw it up, I'd rather screw it up on a car that I'm not actually trading with somebody. Because I don't know if you guys remember, this is a group build between me and Terry Sanders. You know, he's a friend of ours. He subscribes to a lot of you guys. He doesn't actually have a channel, but he subscribes and comments to you guys on you guys' channels a lot. And he has helped me along tremendously with advice and stuff like that. So yeah, we're doing that. So this 69 Camaro is a group build between me and him. And I don't know if this is the way you guys normally do it, but once we're done, we're actually trading cars. I'm going to mail the one I built to him, and he's mailing the one that he built to me. So that's that. Before I spray anything, I've got the part that I've been from the modified trailer that I never used. That I've been testing my spray patterns for the primer. So I went ahead and wet sanded this, so this is smooth as can be. So I'm going to do a test spray out on this before I hit that vehicle with it. So, alright, and before I start mixing any paints, I got my spray booth all set up, out the window. Terry suggested getting this for my lacquer thinner in the bulk can for cleaning the airbrush. And I'll tell you what, boys, actually it did make a huge difference. Let me show you this. Hold on. Alright, no matter how much I cleaned the inside after spraying, I mean, I've only sprayed primer so far. I've sprayed Tamiya black lacquer, and I sprayed Tamiya the white lacquer for the Mustang. And the inside of the where the paint mixes, I could never get that clean. And I ran the lacquer thinner in there. Whoops. Golly, I made a mess. Anyway, so I sprayed the lacquer thinner through there, and holy cow, it cleaned it right out. And this stuff stinks. I've got a nice, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I think that's gonna make a world of difference the way this thing was spraying. I'm hoping. So let me dump that out, finish spraying that out. So I wanted to make sure everything was working good before I mixed my paints, because that's happened to me with the primers. I've had everything mixed up. I've had everything mixed up, ready to go, and thinking, okay, no problem. I put the primer in the cup, I go to spray, and it wouldn't blow nothing. So I'd have to dump out the paint, clean the whole brush, take it apart. So I wanted to make sure everything was good here. So let's mix up some paint. All right. Somebody asked in one of my videos, left a comment and asked if I was going to show my process on mixing paint and all. And so that's why I'm going to do this video, but it's not my process. This is all you guys. This is new to me, man. This is a learning experience, and you guys are coming along for the ride. Because, because I have no clue. So I got the hood ready to go. Let me get my test piece ready to go. So, alright, so that's ready to go. Alright. I think for this purpose, I'm going to start with the Createx. So let me get my cups. Alright. So, okay. My eyes cannot see these lines. So, what I am going to do... No, I'm not going to do it blue, because that's what color I'm... Red. Come on, how hard could this be? Black. There. Alright, so I am going to mark this cup at the 2.5 millimeter mark. And I'm going to mark this cup at the 2.5 millimeter mark. Okay. And I don't know. I heard that Createx is kind of thin to start with. Airbrush 0.5 millimeter tip size, 40 to 50 psi. Thin for smaller tip sizes and lower psi. So, according to them, they're saying that if you're going to spray it at that high of a pressure, you don't have to thin it. But I'm not going to spray it at that high of a pressure. I'm going to set the airbrush for an operating pressure of... I'll start with 15 and see what happens. But, I don't know. Alright, so let's see what this looks like. I'm getting out of the camera, so I'm ducking down below. Alright, is there a lid on the top? Yes. Whoop! Sorry, fellas. Maybe I should try this. Okay. I tried to adjust the tripod because I've got it in front of me. And I knocked the leg. Alright, so obviously with this and the reducer that I'm using, Createx colors, obviously I don't need to use pipettes. So let me get this to the... Dude, there is no way that that doesn't need to be thinned. What are they, crazy? Holy smokes. It's scooping out thicker than mustard. Let me shake it up some more. Holy smokes. That is thick. So where are we at? I guess I shouldn't have done it like that. Just put a couple more drops. Alright. So we're at 2.5 on that. And on this one, we're going to go 2.5. Alright, and we're right there. This better work. Alright, grab a pipette. Pipette, pipette. Pour it in. And let's stir. And now... Well, that's a pretty color, isn't it? Again, this is not my process. This is everything I've seen you guys doing, especially Craig at Craig's Corner. Alright. So, what's that look like on the side? I think it needs to be thinner. I'm going to go with a couple more drops. And I forgot to grab my paper towels. Let me use this one. I don't know. See, it's been a few seconds. What do you think? I think a couple more drops. Not a lot, just a couple drops. Like that. Oh, Lord. Talk to me, baby Jesus. Let this work. Let this work. If it wasn't for YouTube, guys, well, probably if it wasn't for YouTube, I probably never would have started airbrushing. But I definitely would not be continuing airbrushing. You guys have been tremendous. All right. So let's give this a shot and see what happens. Alright, paint's in the airbrush. I got my test piece. I'm gonna leave the fan off just for this portion and see what happens. Alright, so test away from the model. I don't know, there's not much coming out. Let's see. It's coming out in a splatter. Let me get you guys in here. See that? So is that still too thick? Back to the drawing board. Alright, I thinned it down a little bit more. And I also ran a little bit of the golly, lacquer thinner through it to try to clean it out. And then I only put a little bit in here. So let's see what happens now. So far so good. Just hit it with a light coat. Alright, I'm going to let that dry for a short period of time and then come back and hit it again. Alright, this one I'm gonna lay it on. Now maybe go this way. I think, fellas, what I'm going to do before I paint this car is this is the third coat. I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to let it completely dry. And I'm going to wet sand it and see what it looks like. Because I don't know. I'm on the fence. So, we'll see. Alright. So, it's completely dry. I have not done a fourth coat. I'm wondering if the first coat I put on was way too thin. I'm also forgetting that it's a metallic, but I do have some weird looking stuff on the edges there on the left side. So I am going to go ahead and hit it again and see what happens. Fit that in for you guys. And I let it sit longer this time, so hopefully it still sprays. Which it looks good. Alright, this time I'm going to hold it and see. Although I held it the last time, didn't I? Alright, I'm not spraying paint yet, I'm just spraying air. Alright, here we go. Alright. That coat looks like it orange peeled big time. Maybe because I waited too long to let it dry. You guys let me know. So I'm going to let this dry completely again. See, it looks like I got some orange peel this time. But there should be plenty of material there to wet sand. So, yeah, so I'm going to hold off on spraying the car. And hopefully get some feedback from you guys if you've seen me doing anything wrong. If the first coat was too light, I should have went a little bit heavier. And then like the third coat was probably perfect. Maybe. Hopefully. So. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to end this one here and get this thing up, loaded up. Because I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. I'm digging the color, and if I could figure out why that last coat orange peeled on me, see what it happens when it as it dries. Maybe it'll level out, flatten out. So yeah, you know, hopefully if you guys seen something weird, something, I'm just starting, man. You know, I mean, anyway. I do like it a lot better than the rattle cans. Obviously, the rattle cans are a lot easier, but man, if that paint turns out, oh man. And so, yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna eat some ring dings and watch a couple of YouTube videos. So, catch you guys later. Have a good one. This is probably disconnected by now. It did.